Yes.
What's up?
What's up?
We were trying to wait until you finished eating lunch, and then we were going to join. But I didn't know if it was ever going to end.
No, it's not.
Oh man, look at that.
Lunch of champions right there.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing?
Good, good. And by the way, your person's right. Tuna and mac and cheese is not bad. I've had that.
Have you really?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Not horrible advice.
That's a little protein, you know.
Good to know. Sounded odd to me.
Yeah. How are you?
Good. Good. We're toughing it out. How about you guys?
Good. It's a big day for you.
Yeah, it is. Fun day. People seem to really be digging the song, which is good. Yeah, for those who don't know. Thanks. Yeah, we dropped a new song, Devil's a Liar, today. Really, really fun.
Woo!
And John and Korey had a big part in all of this. They're signed to Atlantic with Skillet, and we're managed by the same guy, really good guy. His name is Zach, and they all came together and thought that maybe Atlantic would be a good fit. So thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. It's been fun having you guys on the creative side of things as well.
Yes, very interesting. We're both barely fitting, but Corey's going to talk probably more than me. But yeah, it's funny. Do you remember when we first talked about management on the phone?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I can't remember what country I was. I think I was in Hungary.
Yeah, you were overseas somewhere. I don't remember.
It was like.
I thought you were in Russia on the train.
No.
Oh.
I don't think it was Russia. I think it was Hungary, yeah, where's Novia Rock? Nova Rocks. Where's that at? Well, it was somewhere in Eastern Russia because we were about to play a concert, and the lineup was really funny. That's why I remember. It was. Do you remember that band? I think they're called Iconopop. The I don't care.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So it was
interesting combo.
Yeah. Well, it gets worse. It was Iconopop, Skillet, and I believe the headliner was like Hatebreed, or it wasn't Slayer. I'm pretty sure it was Hatebreed. So it was something. It was the weird. I was like, man, only in Europe. So we were getting ready to play this festival over in somewhere in Eastern Europe, and I had to give you a call. We were trying to connect about management, and I was calling you saying, yeah, my manager's awesome, and I remember being on the phone and having to go on in the middle of the night, but
that's hilarious.
All that to say, had we not had that phone call, then we probably
from Czech Republic.
It was Czech Republic. Yes, that's where Nova Rocks.
They just said hello.
Thank you, Czech Republic people. I'm so glad because it was really killing me. Anyway, we wouldn't be here having this conversation. So we got to tour together on what was the tour we did a few years ago together?
Air One tour.
And that was really fun, and we got to hang out a little bit. That was before you and your wife were pregnant with twins.
Woo!
Twins.
How is Annie?
She's doing really good. She's bummed she can't be on, but she's doing really good.
Might as well have two at once, Colton. Just get it done.
I know. We in our discussions, we're like, two feels good. Like whenever we're gonna try for kids, and yeah, two birds with one stone. Not terrible. I think Annie's excited about that too. But,
that's so cool.
Still hasn't set in yet. It's crazy. Crazy.
That's good, man. Well, I'm glad that we got to do this. So, we toured the Air One tour together.
Yeah.
And, just hanging out. And I'm glad that here we are all these years later that we were able to do a little bit of work together. And like you said, get a little bit artistic.
Yes.
That's where I go out of the picture. That's for you and Corey to talk about.
I don't know.
I'll give the phone to Corey. We can talk art. Let's talk art. You start.
Okay, sounds good. What I think maybe some of my fans don't know is I grew up a huge Skillet fan. Remember,
awesome.
I met you guys in Indiana, I think, and my dad owns an airbrush face painting business. I think I've told you guys this. I don't remember.
I don't remember that part.
And he helped me paint this custom hoodie. It said Skillet on the front, and on the back it said I feel like a monster, and it was a monster ripping out of the back of the jacket.
Yeah.
So proud of that thing. I wore it until it basically fell apart. But it's
Good
pretty
man.
cool that
That's
we're
so
all doing this
awesome.
together. It's pretty rad. So for all of my peeps watching, this is pretty rad. But yeah, on the
That's
creative
cool.
side, it's been so cool just to have your input, just being kind of having feet in both mainstream market and Christian market was something that we were really excited to have the opportunity to explore. But you guys had some insight that we didn't have. So having John, you, and Korey on has just been really, really great. Korey, I'm kind of curious to hear your thoughts on how everything came together.
Oh man, I was looking through. I'm like, where's that email I sent initially about like, let's brainstorm about sound and blah blah blah. It was like September 2018. So I'm like,
wow.
I don't know. I mean, this seems good to me. Like, a lot of people don't know when you're an artist and you're just writing like crazy. You have a ton of voices coming at you, you know,
Sure.
and they're always kind of telling you what you should do. Maybe something has worked before, so they're like, just do that again over and over and over and over.
Sure.
And so I think it was nice to be an objective voice in your scenario, because usually I'm just a voice in our scenario, which is like, you know, completely, I can't be objective. It's like, I don't know, we make records and whatever, and, you know,
Sure.
the label wants this, and the Christian side wants this, and we want this, and our fans want this. So it was kind of nice to like, okay, how do I experience Colton as a person, as an artist? And, you know, what do I think would be the sort of the most authentic sound coming from him that would win me the most? So I'm kind of like just brainstorming, experiencing you as a person, as an artist. And then also there's the homework you have to do of like, what is current music doing? What does
Sure.
Colton want to do? How far can we push it to where you're still believable, you know, because you've got an identity, you've got a voice, and how can we package it to where it is most impactful for everybody and the people that are going to receive it? So that was kind of like my homework assignment. And then kind of came back like, all right, this guy can sing 20 octaves. His voice is amazing.
I don't know
That's
about
an exaggeration.
That.
It's like
Because
18.
nobody can sing.
It's like 18.
It's like 18. So, you know, unlimited melodic range. And when you're writing, you know, you could do kind of almost anything. I'm like, I want to see if we can highlight Colton's vocal skill. He's a great musician. He is a man of conviction and character. I love you and what you're about. I love your wife and what she's about. I'm like, how can we package this to where it hits hard? And, you know, so therefore kind of moving into like, all right, minimal production. I think that could really highlight your vocal skills. And maybe let's not drown the lead vocal and a bunch of verb and stuff. Let's just let him sing. Let's show it off a little. Yeah. And let's also, because you are a guy of conviction, like you don't really care to be famous. You want to make a difference.
Sure.
And you want to make a difference for Christ. And I'm like, well, why can't we get him outside of where he isn't just the Christian market, to where he's got a fan base outside of the Christian world? So let's push it and let's let him be who he is out there. Like, I think you can, people who are fans of Bieber and Imagine Dragons will all love you. So let's see if we can, you know, hone the sound into something a little more minimal, a little more organic with the sounds, you know, kind of like piano, electric guitar, real percussion sounds, not necessarily all synthy and electro. And let's let the voice shine, and let's pull in some extra vocal specialness with vocal harmonies and stuff, instead of filling it up with synth pads and stuff like that. So that's kind of like the initial thoughts.
I remember Korey saying, she was like, here's what I think. She's like, Colton is really nice. I feel like he's the kind of guy that you like, I want to hang out with him and get to know him. And that's what his music should be like. And I was like, what does that
awesome
mean? What does that mean? And she's like, you know,
Mr. Rogers in music. That's hilarious.
It was good. She's like, he's the kind of guy that you want to get to know. He's nice. Like, all right, you know, we wake up in the morning, shorts and t-shirt, sitting at the table. That's how people need to experience Colton. And I was like, yeah, I don't know what that means, but go make it happen. So
that's really interesting, actually. Yeah, that's very interesting, because I feel like up until this point in my career, it's been fairly theatrical, which can feel unapproachable at times. But with this new minimal production, it still has like its flair, and it's still me, but it feels more approachable, which has been really cool. This just feels like a conference call, like a couple years ago. It's great.
It is. Otherwise, we never have time to talk.
Well,
I
and
know.
you still got the rock star hair, so you know.
Yeah.
You got your flair.
You can't tame down that hair, man.
That's true.
I wish I had that much hair. Well, I do. It's on my face and not my head. It's what it is.
Yeah. A lot of guys would take the beard over the hair. I tried the beard on that tour. It was, guys, you should have told me. It was so bad. I went back and saw pictures, and I'm like, oh, rocking the man bun and a really bad beard. It was not good. My wife pointed it out to me, gosh, just a few months ago. She's like, do you remember that phase you had? I'm like, yeah. I was on tour with Skillet. I was trying maybe a little too hard.
I don't know. You talking about buns makes me want cinnamon buns. Now I'm getting hungry, man.
Man,
Cinnamon
I know.
buns.
The mac and cheese is like staring at me right now.
Yeah. What?
You shamed him from eating it.
That's why he's so skinny. People are so mean to him about not eating. He's like, I need this. I need these carbs for this FaceTime. What are we on? We're just in FaceTime.